everyone. Hello to another Woo Woo Wonderment Live. And tonight we're doing poetry, tarot poetry. So if any of you have kind of been around on YouTube with me, you would have noticed me maybe on Heather's channel. So that's Indigo Jaguar. I started doing tarot poetry with her, and I really ended up really enjoying it. So I thought I'd do it myself on my channel. So if any of you have any prompt ideas or anything like that, feel free to post any prompts. I'll let you guys all filter in for a couple of minutes here first, before we really get started. Hi, Willow. How are you? Hi, Moira. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. So while everybody's filtering in, you may have noticed I have basically posted the schedule for videos up until the end of the year, so the end of December. So it, as usual, you'll just notice it fluctuates between Sunday or Monday nights, depending on what else is going on in my life. I have some really exciting guests coming up. So in November, I have JJ that's going to be on, so Tuta Speaks. So she's going to be on the show. And we're going to talk about her and her journey, and Tuta, of course. And then also the next couple of videos that we have, I'm going to be showing you my Dog Lenormand deck. So it's a deck I actually made myself. I actually have it as one of the decks that we can use tonight if we like. So it's going to be the next one that we have coming up. We also have ones on sacred geometry coming up, if I can speak English tonight. And then we also have ones coming up. I'm going to try something new. We'll see how it goes, but you'll see in November as well. I'm going to actually have a night where I'm going to bake. So you're going to come into my kitchen, and we're going to bake something, and we can just chat. If you guys have any questions, we can talk, you can ask me questions at that point. Why it's baking in the oven. I'll maybe pull some cards for people that are watching. So that'll be fun, but that's not going to be till the beginning of November. That was you last night. Were you doing some baking? But yeah, I'm really excited that JJ is able to come on. Oh, and October, so Canadian Thanksgiving, Gerald's going to be on. So hopefully you guys can tune in on that one. That'll be fun. We're going to talk about things we've been thankful for so far this year. Maybe talk about his Glimmer Globe, a live show. Okay, yeah. Those live shows are a lot of fun. It feels like it's been longer than 2 weeks since I did my last live. Life's been a little bit crazy. I don't know about the rest of you, but those energies have been all over the place. It's been a little bit nuts, but I feel that season changing. So fall's coming. I end up liking the fall. Cold weather is nicer. I don't like the heat. So I'm happy for it, but it does get darker sooner. So as you can see, the window behind me, it's already getting dark. But yeah, if you guys want to post any suggestions for prompts in the chat. I also have a bunch of decks, so I can show you the ones that I have handy with me today. And if you want me to maybe choose a deck and then choose a prompt that way, I am more than happy to do so. So this is a brand new one I just got. So it's the Inner Child Oracle. I'm liking it so far. Actually, what hooked me on it was the artwork in the deck. So that's one. As I was mentioning, my Dog Lenormand. So one word prompts for this one. I have a bird deck as well. I also have Dragon Riders Oracle. So this one is basically an ascended master paired with a dragon. This one here, which is animals. I also pulled out my regular tarot deck as well. So this is Ethereal Visions. It's shiny. And then I also have my crystal deck as well, which is one of my favorite decks. So again, it's kind of one-word prompts, but this is the deck here. This is what the cards look like. And then the other one I thought I would pull out is one I got that has a bunch of different crystals on it, and each crystal has some keywords. So I thought it would be a good one too for using for poetry. So, does anybody have any ideas or any themes for a poem? Signs. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Ooh, that's another good one. So we got signs, and then Moira just said transformation. All right. So signs and transformation. Actually, I'm going to pop my banner up here for anybody that comes in. Still getting used to the StreamYard thing. Okay, so signs and transformation. The only good thing about doing this as a group or with more than one person is there's not really awkward dead air. So sadly, I'm worried about playing music in the background, worry about getting copyrighted or something. So here, let me think about, all right. So I'm just going to do short little 4-line poems. Hi, Mom. So if you see Catherine around, that's my mom. She cut me mid-poem. Actually, she's the one that taught me more or less how to do poetry. So she's my inspiration for my poetry, honestly. All right. So the prompt was signs and transformation. So what I came up with was like a road trip towards transformation. My heart looks for signs in the body's nation. Turn left, turn right, exit, merge. Do I listen to mind or the heart's urge? I could probably work on that one a bit more, but that's the first poem. So I'll read it one more time for you guys. So it says, like a road trip towards transformation, my heart looks for signs in the body's nation. Turn left, turn right, exit or merge. Do I listen to mind or the heart's urge? So I think that's a pretty good one. I do like that kind of, imagery of driving down a highway or, driving down the interstate. Oh, I'll show you guys this too. So this is a new cup that I got. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it with the light, but it's actually one of these. It was at the local craft store. So we have Michael's up here in Canada. But they were selling these, big, I guess you call them kind of Stanley cooler cups, but they also had like stickers that you could stick on them. And so I found these, they're like iridescent, kind of shiny. So I put them on the cup. So don't forget to sip tonight, guys. Stay hydrated. All right. Let's see. What deck do we want to try first? I think I'm going to try this crystal deck. It was calling out to me for some reason. So let's try that. Let's try pulling a crystal deck card. And if anybody who has just showed up Feel free to post your prompts in the chat. Feel free to write some poetry right along with me and post that in the chat. Ooh, wrong turn. All right, I'm going to write that one down. We got a travel theme going tonight. Actually, let's see if I can get wrong turn and see if a card will come up with for us to work with that. All right. That one went flying, actually 2 of them. That's all right. We'll see what they come up with. So we got clear quartz and iolite. So let's see so clear quartz has psychic abilities, enhanced intuition, mental clarity, and magnified energy. So I like the idea of mental clarity. And then what's this one? So iolite says magical powers, divine, feminine, divine, work connections, and inspiration. So maybe let's do inspiration or magical powers. See what I can come up with those prompts. So let's see. As I said, I wish I could play music, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Well, and you'll notice too, like a lot of people, if you do these other or have it tuned into some of these other poetry shows, I tend to be one of those people that when I write poetry, I like them to rhyme. I know some people will do like haikus or things like that where they don't rhyme, but I'm kind of a creature of habit in liking, things to rhyme. It makes my brain happy. Okay, let me just double check that sounds right, and then I will read it. Use the same word twice. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Yeah, we're going to leave that out, and then that sounds better. Okay, I got one for you. Alrighty, so the prompts were wrong turn, mental clarity, and then I also had inspiration or magical powers there. All right, so through the brain's fog, I seek to see the path set out that lays before me. Will it lead to inspiration, or will one wrong turn bring devastation? But what is devastation but a chance to rebuild for those brave enough with fingers skilled? So I'll read that again. So prompts were wrong turn, mental clarity, inspiration, and magical powers. So through the brain's fog, I seek to see the path set out that lays before me. Will it lead to inspiration, or will one wrong turn bring devastation? But what is devastation but a chance to rebuild for those brave enough with fingers skilled? Ooh, I like how that one turned out. That was a good one. That was a good prompt. Thanks, Willow. You're on it with the prompts tonight. All right. What other deck do we want to use? For those that were here, I showed you some of the decks that I have. Is there any decks that you want me to try pull cards from for inspiration? You let me know. I'm going to try the new deck here while we're at it. Yeah, I was happy with that one, actually. Yes, exactly, Moira. Yeah, Moira was saying kind of a tower theme. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this is this Inner Child Oracle deck. Love the artwork. So yeah, let's see what it has for a prompt for me tonight. Do we have a poetry prompt for me? Oh, look, that one jumped in. Ooh, this will be a good one. All right. So the card I got is Seek Guidance in this. It is time for a different perspective. Ooh, and I like that. Dancing. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. And actually, I think it'll work with this card, actually. Mm-hmm. The only thing about writing these poems kind of spontaneously is sometimes you're trying to find a word that rhymes. And I'm like, oh, if I, normally I'd be Googling synonyms or what rhymes with to try and find a word, but I think I made this make sense. All right, so we used Willow's prompt of dancing, and then I also used the card that I got that was Seek Guidance, was the main theme of that card, Seek Guidance. All right. With 2 left feet, I entered the world, instructed to step in line to dance and twirl. But I can't dance, I tell those who question. To follow, I need guidance, a teacher's attention. So a gentle hand reached out and taught me to float, so I no longer trip, but embrace every note. Ooh, I got chills on that one. That was a good one. So I'm going to read that again. So the prompt was dancing and seeking guidance. So with 2 left feet, I entered the world, instructed to step in line to dance and twirl. But I can't dance, I tell those who question. To follow, I need guidance, a teacher's attention. So a gentle hand reached out and taught me to float, so I no longer trip, but embrace every note. So I think that, I know the image I'm getting is almost like, our guides and stuff like that. We're stumbling all over the place and they're like, no, here, let me take your hand and I'll show you the steps. We got this together. It's kind of the image that came to mind, actually. As soon as I had that guidance and then you posted that prompt, Willow, about dance, that's immediately what came to mind, was that image. So that was a good prompt. Thanks. That worked out very, very well. This is great use of me using up a bunch of extra notebooks I have laying around my house. So that's what I'm using today, is just like a little notebook that I just had sitting around. Ooh, okay. My mom wrote one. So it says, "Dance goes forever. She who's still goes nowhere. Turn to see where she is to go." Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's kind of like what was it, Tanis and Ramsey were talking about today on Twillo. We just have to be moving forward, and life will give us, opportunity. Universe will give us opportunity. Ooh, wings. Ooh, okay. Wings. So maybe I should pull the second card from my bird deck, since we're talking about wings. Or I can do dragons. Do you want birds or dragons? You guys let me know. I got birds and I got dragons. Got birds, got dragons. Dragons, all right. I'm just going to take these out because we won't use these, just not for what we're doing today. All right. So yeah, I absolutely love these cards. Oopsie, that one's upside down. There we go. They're so pretty. All right. Can we get a prompt to go with wings? If I knew how to shuffle properly, this would probably help things too. Well, there we go. They wanted me to be sassy, apparently. All right. What do we have for our prompt? So on these cards, the way that they work is they have a dragon and a ascended master. And so there's a little sentence. So maybe I'll pick out some keywords from that sentence to go with wings. So it's Sandria and Blue. Says, as you are walking the path of perfection to discover paradise, do not hurry. It will happen one way or another. Take small steps and enjoy the journey. All right, so we got wings. I liked journey. I like the not hurrying for some reason. That popped out to me as well. Yeah, I think that's good. Those are good keywords, and I'll see what else comes to mind. So wings. I pigeonholed myself with a weird word. Oh, that's awesome, Willow. I just posted a short of a cardinal I videoed for our awesome signs today. I love cardinals. Actually, in my parents' backyard, we have a couple pairs that return every year and have their babies, and we get to watch them grow up, and it's so much fun. Ooh, you may not have your own wings, but hop on my back and my wings will take us on your journey. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Let me see. My brain was going somewhere, and then I picked a weird word. Trying to rhyme with beckons. Don't know. Got any rhyming words with beckons? Yeah, this one's giving me a little bit of grief. I know, right? Yeah, finish it without a rhyme, except it's the first line of the poem. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I keep choosing weird words that I can't rhyme with. I know. See? As I say, I pigeonhole myself with having to have it rhyme. Willow, I think I like your poem better than mine, but we'll go with this. So I used more, not so much the theme of wings, but more the theme of birds, I guess, because it was birds and wings, especially where the word journey came up. So I got flocks take flight as migration beckons. The journey calls. Take heed and reckon. Time waits for no one as the seasons change, but you can still take a breath and embrace what remains. Beckon and reckon? I think that works, right? So flocks take flight as migration beckons. The journey calls. Take heed and reckon. Time waits for no one as the seasons change, but you can still take a breath and embrace what remains. Yeah, I think that works out. I still like yours better, Willow. I like that you may not have your own wings, but hop on my back and my wings will take us on your journey. I like that. I like that imagery better. Yeah. Yeah, see, this will be good practice for me. Doesn't have to necessarily rhyme. Yeah, it's a tough rut. I have to, get myself stuck in having to rhyme. Good thing I don't have orange in any of these, right? Oh gosh. Here, should we pick another dragon card maybe? Pick another dragon. Can we have another prompt, please? Getting all hot and sweaty because there's guys around. Whoop. Please keep drawing my eyes to this card, so we're gonna go with that one. All right. This is the next card we got. Ooh, fire. Perfect. All right. Fire. It says, the quality of divine mercy will expand your maturing consciousness. Sympathy will be transformed and mercy will awaken. I like the transformation part of that. And awaken, maybe? Let's try that. There we go. I got one. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're doing tarot poetry tonight. So we're taking prompts or pulling cards and writing poetry based on the cards we pull. So nice to have you. All right. So the prompt that was from Willow. So it was fire, transformation, and awaken. Oh, yeah. I saw that one too. I actually ended up. So the real reason I ended up getting this deck is because I am a dragon in the Chinese zodiac, and it's Year of the Dragon. So I thought I should probably buy a dragon deck in the Year of the Dragon, being that I am a dragon. All right. So the poem I got was my heart aflame, your passion awakened, within me a transformation that was centuries in the making. A fire whose flame with alchemy creates one single touch into a heart's true fate. That one needed spicy. So my heart aflame, your passion awakened, within me a transformation that was centuries in the making. A fire whose flame with alchemy creates one single touch into a heart's true fate. Yeah, me too. I was worried there for a second, but I simplified my wording because I was trying to find something that rhymes with transmutes, and yeah, that was not going to go well. That was not going to go well at all. All right. Next deck. What deck do we want to use? Maybe we'll pull an animal deck. Maybe we'll keep our animal theme going and pull from this deck. Yep, feel free to post prompts like words or themes that you want, and I will write a poem based off of that. Ah, you're all over the floor now. You're all trying to escape. I've done it too, where I've done readings for people and then wrote in a poem based on the cards I got for the reading. That one's a little bit more involved. It's a bit easier when you have multiple people because then you can take a little bit more time with it. But yeah, that's something I've done too. It's kind of fun. Okay, well, this one keeps popping itself out. That's why it's my favorite card. All right. Actually, it was the reason I bought the deck. There we go. All right. All right. So the two cards I got were the Black Bear, so syncing with the cycles. So this is actually the reason I bought the deck, is because I actually found this artwork on Google first. I was looking for something else, and I noticed that it was part of this deck, so I got it for that reason. So sync with the cycles. Ooh, ground. Okay, we should be able to do that. Ground. Ooh, and that'll go well with this one here. So this is this common tortoise, and it says steady on. I actually love the imagery with the little house on the turtle's back. So ground and steady on. And then we have cycles. All right. And you guys can feel free to write your own poems too while we're doing this, using the same prompts, if you like. All right.
There we go. I got that one. All right. I want to see everybody else's poems too. All right. So the prompts were ground, steady on, and cycles. So this is a bit of a longer one. Felt right. Hold fast, steady on, don't rush, dear one, there is time. Ground, roots deep, tap in, and you will find strength in the silence, comfort in the wheel as it turns. Feet in the dirt, hands in the water, connect to Mother Earth, for she is firm. Firm, but resilient, as you can be too. Just listen, breathe deep. She has a message for you. So I like that one. Because I took it to be like ground as in grounding versus ground as in dirt. But it kind of encompasses all of that, I think. So I'll read it again. So hold fast, steady on, don't rush, dear one, there is time. Ground, roots deep, tap in and you will find strength in the silence, comfort in the wheel as it turns. Feet in the dirt, hands in the water, connect to Mother Earth, for she is firm. Firm but resilient, as you can be too. Just listen, breathe deep. She has a message for you. Yeah, it did. It ended up kind of becoming really deep. Yeah. Yeah. Of like, it was going somewhere, and I'm like, oh, okay. But again, another good prompt, Willow. Thank you. Thank you for that. Shall we go with my other crystal deck? This one? This will maybe be the last one. We'll see how long it takes me because we're coming up on about 10 minutes to the hour. Time flies when you're having fun. Oop. And they're going all over the floor again. Ugh. I think that's all of them. Maybe not. We'll find out. So this card I always find very interesting. So it's M as the Knight, but it says the middle road. So does anybody have a prompt to go with that, or I'll pull another card? Just want to make sure I didn't lose. Oh, I did lose a couple more. Oh, gosh. All right. Ooh, Alex has a good one. Let's see.
By the earth's energy, my feet touch the ground. I absorb her field and all around. I anchor my energy with gratitude and love and harbor all deities on her surface and above. Ooh, that's a really good one, Alex. I love that. Good job. That's a great poem. So we have the middle road. Let me see if another one wants to come out. The middle road. See, I hear road. Middle road, and all I can think about is Lord of the Rings. Ooh, horizon. All right. Can probably use that one with this. All right. So horizon. Middle road. And let's do one of these just to see if we have one more word that we maybe want to use as inspiration. And then I'll do one with Milo and Armand maybe to close out the evening, just because they're a little bit different. They're more like a one-word story building kind of card. Come on. It's like, nope, you're just going to use horizon and middle road. All right. So let's see here. Here, I'll post the prompt for everybody else here too. So the prompt is horizon. Hi, Annie Chris. How are you? We're doing poetry tonight. All right. You're never late. I used this quote earlier today. I think it's Lord of the Rings, but you're never late. You're never early. You arrived precisely when you were meant to. I think Gandalf says something a little bit. I'm not saying it correctly, but Gandalf says something along that line. A wizard is never late and never early. He arrives precisely when he means to. All right. So the prompt was horizons and the middle road. So 3 paths lay before, a soft glow on the horizon, beckoning me forward. But which do I choose? The left one so smooth, the right one so straight. Or do I choose the middle road, which winds and turns, but holds so much more potential for adventure? So look, I wrote something that didn't rhyme. Look at that. So 3 paths lay before me, a soft glow on the horizon beckoning me forward. But which do I choose? The left one, so smooth, the right one, so straight? Or do I choose the middle road, which winds and turns, but holds so much potential for adventure? So. All right. And I did say I was going to do my Lenormand as the last one. And I'm going to actually be, the next video, actually, the next live in 2 weeks will actually be me reviewing this deck. So it's a deck I actually made myself. So I drew all the pictures and colored them and all of that. So this is the little cover. But it's all based on dog breeds. So let's see what words they want to have pop out for us. And then I'll read yours in a second here. I poemed outside my comfort zone. Yes, I did. Let's see, Willow. The middle road is traveled often. To see the horizon, though, I must tread a new path. Stepping out of my comfort zone to embrace everything meant for me, as staying on the same path has kept me stuck. Ooh, I like that one. I like that a lot. I like that imagery. Yeah, it's kind of like walking that path across the pasture, maybe where there's not a path, and just cutting right across it. Enough people cut across, and it becomes a new path, right? Great, Willow. We both get the comfort zone. Yeah. All right. We need a couple of words here. Give us a couple of words. Okay, there's one. And I'll show them to you guys too, so you can use them if you like. All right, we're just flying all over the place now. Well, that's easy enough. And one more. Let's do one more. Just because these are single words, let's just do one more here. These ones are a little bit more awkward to shuffle just because I actually had to mount them, mount the cards. There we go. All right. So the keywords or the prompts I got were garden. So we got garden. Or in this case, the Jack Russell Terrier. Tree. So we got the tree and the Great Pyrenees. We got crossroads, or the French bulldog. And this is actually, I'll go into more detail next week, the next live. But this card is actually based off a friend's dog. And the last one I got is the stork, or the Great Dane. So the stork is more of a metaphorical. So, bringing gifts, new beginnings, things like that. All right. So we have garden, tree, crossroads, and then new beginnings or bringing gifts. Or whatever other metaphorical meaning you can get from the stork. Ooh, no, that's all right, Alex. Let's see. The middle road has often made me drift, encounter obstacles, sorrow, and a huge shift. Navigated to change, learn, and grow. The seeds of change I've yet to sow. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. You're talented. You're a pro. So yeah, the middle road has often made me drift, encounter obstacles, sorrow, and a huge shift. Navigated to change, learn, and grow. The seeds of change I've yet to sow. That's a good one, yeah, because the middle road's not always the best road to take, right? So I got another poem and I didn't rhyme it again. Look at me. All right, so I used, so it was garden, tree, crossroads, and then new beginnings. So grow like a tree, as above, so below, a crossroads between the sky and the earth. Beckoning others to grow like it, stretching until a garden full of potential spreads forth. Colors fruitful, only take a moment and explore. So grow like a tree, as above, so below, a crossroads between the sky and the earth. Beckoning others to grow like it, stretching until the garden full of potential spreads forth. Colors fruitful, only take a moment and explore. Thanks. Thanks. All right. So feel free to post your poems. I'm just going to put this away, and then I'm going to just, for those that you weren't here at the beginning, just let you know what's coming up. So you'll see that I have now posted all of my lives, or at least scheduled them, up until the end of December. So they are every 2 weeks, give or take. And they're either a Sunday night at 8 or a Monday night at 8, depending on what else is going on in my schedule. So the next one is in 2 weeks. When do I have that one? So it's going to be on the 8th of September, and that's the one where I'm going to be reviewing this deck, going into more detail about how I created it, why I chose, what breeds I chose for the different cards, and all of that. I'll also have a link that day to the PDF that I can send, and you can make your own deck if you so like. So like in this case with these ones, what I did is I just went to the dollar store and bought miniature playing cards, and then just glued them to the back of the playing cards. So that's why I was saying they're a little bit awkward to shuffle. But maybe at some point I'll get some professionally made. We'll see. I have to, you have to drop some money first to do that. So maybe in the future I'll be able to do that. And then the next one after that is on the 23rd of September. And I actually have a great new friend that's going to be coming on as a guest. Her name is Monica. And she does fairy orbs. So fairy orbs, it's jewelry. She makes intuitive jewelry. And I'm gonna ask her, about that, about her spiritual journey. I'll be wearing my fairy orb that day. She was very gracious, and I was able to get one made by her. So yeah, that'll be the next 2 lives that are coming up, and there'll be some more coming in the future. As I mentioned at the beginning, JJ from Tuta Speaks will be on at the end of November. I'm also going to try something new at the beginning of November, which will be taking you into the kitchen and doing some baking while we're chatting and hanging out. And so let's see, October. So the one in October is I want to say the 11th or the 12th. It's the Canadian Thanksgiving, and Gerald's going to be on. So those that follow Tarot Stash, he's going to be on and hanging out with me for that night. So you're more than welcome to come and hang out with us. We're just going to talk about what we're thankful for so far this year. Just because I think that's important. There's been a lot going on, so we're just going to kind of just hang out and have a good time there. That'll be nice. That'll be fun. And then the one at the end of October is going to be about sacred geometry and symbols. So we'll go and talk about a little bit about that. And thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. If you have any ideas for shows or any topics you want to maybe cover, anything like that, on my channel, if you look under the description, I do have my email there. So you can email me with some ideas, or if you want to hop on as a guest, I'd love to have you. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And yeah, Willow, it was fun. Yeah, I love doing the tarot poetry. It's such a cool concept, and especially if you can get a group of people together and see what everybody's different ideas are from the different prompts. I love it. Gratitude is definitely powerful. Yeah. Yes, it is, especially right now where, things aren't always, happy, sunny in the world. It's nice to even just those little things, finding those little things you can grab onto that you can be thankful for. I try and do that every day, actually. Everybody always teases me, my eyes are always on the ground, but it's noticing that, that little feather or that little rock that brings you that little spark of joy that day. It's as easy as that. I'm so pleased I came across you. Wow, thank you. You're welcome, Alex. Come back and hang out anytime. As I said, it's only every 2 weeks, but you're more than welcome to come back and hang out. Do another night like this? Okay, sure. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I will definitely put it in the schedule for sure. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.